Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
If you have ever wondered whether a vegan diet could provide enough energy and nutrition for high physical activity, you will have the answer by the time you finish watching this show. Athlete's Plant-Based Whole Food Diet from Nutrition Professor Timaree Hagenburger, Vegan, Part 102, Colard-Powered Buddha Bowl. Follow us to find out more about this exciting recipe.
No to vegan? Feel how hot the sun is in summer? In hell, the fire will be millions times hotter for you.
If you like to greet someone from Fiji with hello, just say bula. I am Roluni, the gentle and hospitable people from the beautiful Pacific Islands of Fiji, pray with you for a compassionate and benevolent vegan world to bring long-lasting peace to our planet. Welcome to our show, Athlete's Plant-Based Whole Food Diet from Nutrition Professor Timaree Hagenburger, Part 1 of 2, Collard-Powered Buddha Bowl. We are pleased to have Professor Timaree Hagenburger back on Supreme Master Television. In her previous show, Professor Timaree Hagenburger, Peaking with Plant-Based Sports Nutrition, she showed us how a plant-based whole food diet helps athletes to achieve optimal health. You can find this 3-part show by going to suprememastertv.com and using Professor Timaree Hagenburger as a keyword to do a quick search. She is an American registered dietitian nutritionist with a master's degree in public health, a nutrition professor at Cosumnes River College in Sacramento, California, as well as a certified exercise physiologist through the American College of Sports Medicine. Professor Hagenburger published her vegan cookbook, The Foodie Bar Way, to inspire people to prepare simple, delicious and nutritious vegan meals through marvelous methods. It is tailored for people who are short of time, money and experience in cooking by providing plenty of options to accommodate their needs and keep even the pickiest of eaters looking forward to their next meal. She uses no or very little salt in her cooking, as most people are over-consuming sodium in the United States. Professor Hagenburger said, "High sodium intake can damage blood vessels, contribute to hypertension, lead to dehydration, and even increase the loss of calcium through urine." She also does not use refined sugar or oil. Our camera crew tasted the food after filming this cooking demonstration and they said it was really delicious. Let's sit back and enjoy the show.
Today we're going to make a collard-powered Buddha bowl. Let's start with the collard greens. We picked these outside. These are the beautiful purple tree collards, and I've just rinsed them, and now I'm ready to cut them. We can use something called a chiffonade cutting technique where we roll the leaves and then we chop them into ribbons. It's important with these cruciferous vegetables that we bring down the cell wall. That way the enzymes can mix and become activated. The different phytonutrients in the leaves can produce compounds that can protect our cells from inflammation and damage and potential cancer as well. We're also going to use cabbage. This is purple cabbage. Now remember, the colors, the phytonutrient pigments are the anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory compounds themselves. So the more color, the better. So we're just going to use a small amount of this purple cabbage. All right, so we'll let that heat up. And mushrooms are very health promoting. They will, on many different levels, reduce cancer because of the unique compounds. So they will actually cut off blood supply to cancer, as well as help the DNA not be damaged in the first place and repair. So we're gonna want to include mushrooms every day. They're also very important for your immune system. So we're just gonna slice these up. They also can help us protect ourselves and our bones. Okay, so as this is warming, I don't use any oil when I'm cooking. I just use the natural liquid moisture that's in the plants that I cook with. Mushrooms have a lot of natural moisture, so they will add wonderful liquid. Now we're using fresh collard greens, but we can also use frozen, and we can use a combination. The more variety, the better. For flavor and nutrition, we want ginger. I keep it in the freezer so that it makes it very easy to work with in the kitchen. If we have ginger that's not frozen, it tends to get stringy, but when we do it frozen with a microplane, then we can see how easy it becomes to use the ginger. Beautiful ginger, very anti-inflammatory, full of flavor. We can use the lid to keep the moisture in, and we can also add a little bit of water or broth if you feel like things are sticking or there may be burning, and you can always turn down the heat. We can use the moisture in the vegetables, as we can see. Oh, it smells so delicious in here already. The ginger is fantastic. Add as much ginger as you would like. What we're looking for is bright green. So that's the thylakoids actually in the green vegetables that are gonna tell us when they're the most nutrient rich and when they're easiest for our body to absorb. And that is found when they're bright. We don't want them to be dark. The mushrooms are perfect and tender. I'm gonna turn it off. And now that we have the vegetables cooked, I wanna add some mustard powder. This will also bring in the enzyme that will help us make this cancer-fighting bowl. So we'll put a little bit of mustard, and then turmeric, extremely anti-inflammatory, very important for the body. This has curcumin in it. There's a little trick that whenever you use turmeric, you want to make sure you're also using a little black pepper, because that will help to keep good amounts of curcumin in the bloodstream.
We, the Christian leaders, practice abstinence from the flesh of animals to subdue our bodies. The unnatural eating of flesh meat of animals is of demonical origin. The eating of flesh is polluting. St. John Chrysostom, vegetarian.
Wonderful viewers, we're going to pause for a short interval to pray for a healthy vegan world. We will be back soon. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show, Athlete's Plant-Based Whole Food Diet, from nutrition professor Timaree Hagenburger. Part 1 of 2, Collard-Powered Buddha Bowl.
We are ready to build our bowl. So let's start with some quinoa with red rice, lentils, black beans, and I cooked all of these dry. They're just cooked in water. And I typically use a pressure cooker for those. And then I have steamed sweet potatoes full of potassium and vitamin A, and is a wonderful source of complex carbohydrate. Beets have been shown to be extremely important for athletes. They can actually help you do the same workout faster with less oxygen and lower heart rate. So that's amazing. I have a lot of treats to put on top of this. We have our beautiful greens, cabbage, and mushrooms. We'll put that in the center. This will be a gorgeous meal. Okay, now I also sprout my own broccoli and daikon radish. 1 cup of broccoli sprouts has the equivalent cancer-fighting ability as 27 cups of broccoli. They're just so potent. We're gonna put some broccoli sprouts, and these daikon radish sprouts are spicy. They're so delicious. So we're gonna put some over on this side, and then this is gonna be quite a treat. I wanna put some fresh tomatoes from the yard, so I'm gonna cut those up. Remember, I mentioned to you color, color, color. So you're gonna see this is a beautiful little bell pepper that I grew in my garden. And so now I'm gonna slice up this gorgeous little red bell pepper. Red bell peppers are very high in vitamin C. However, they will lose that vitamin content if cooked. So that's one vegetable that we really want to consume fresh. And red bell peppers actually have more vitamin C than green bell peppers. Green bell peppers are unripe. When we eat food that is ripe, we have more nutrients available to our cells. So let's put some of these on top. And then I mentioned that seeds are really important for our sources of whole food fats. So here are some pumpkin seeds, and that they're gonna provide us with zinc and potassium and magnesium, wonderful sources, and black sesame seeds. So we're gonna put some of those on top. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And then our very last, we're gonna add some rice vinegar. And then I want to get some cilantro. So cilantro is going to be a very important herb that will help us actually get rid of any kind of heavy metals in our brain. So we always want to use cilantro, and it also gives good flavor, and we love flavor. We can do a little bit of lime. Lime is for cancer prevention. We could use the skin. So I've already washed these, and then we do a little bit of that lime zest on top, and then a little squeeze of juice. We can do a couple little pieces there. Now, what we're gonna add extra is nori, and it gives people kind of that flavor from the ocean, but it also is a green vegetable. It's a sea vegetable, and like I said, iodine, which is an important mineral for our bodies. Okay, So this is a power bowl that's fit for any athlete to meet a huge majority of their nutrient needs. My vegan cookbook, The Foodie Bar Way, has many recipes, including several with collard greens and quinoa and all these wonderful foods that can fuel athletes and everyone every day.
For more information about Professor Hagenburger, vegan, and her vegan cookbook, The Foodie Bar Way, please visit foodiebars.com and thenutritionprofessor.com.
Ingredients. For all ingredients, please use organic versions if available. For the collard-powered Buddha Bowl vegan, the ingredients are cooked veggies, 2 1/2 cups of fresh collard greens, 1/2 cup of fresh purple cabbage, 1 cup of fresh mushrooms, 1 tablespoon of ginger, fresh or frozen, 1/2 cup of steamed sweet potato, 1/2 cup steamed beets. Spices: 1/2 teaspoon of mustard powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. Seeds and grains: 1 1/2 teaspoons of black sesame seeds, 1/2 cup of cooked quinoa and red rice, 1/2 cup of cooked black beans, 1/2 cup of cooked lentils, 1 tablespoon of pepitas. Fresh veggies: 2 tablespoons of broccoli sprouts, 1 tablespoon of daikon radish sprouts, 5 cherry tomatoes, 1/2 cup of fresh red bell pepper, 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro, 1 nori sheet, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, natural, no salt or sugar added, juice and zest of half of a fresh lime. Vegan, 'cause there's no excuse to be inhumane.
Brilliant viewers, we hope you have enjoyed our show and thank you for being with us today. As testified by elite vegan athletes in different sports, a whole food, plant-based diet offers abundant health benefits, boosts performance, and helps recovery. Plant-based sports nutrition is exactly what athletes need. Next Sunday, please join us for part 2 of the show, when Professor Timaree Hagenburger will demonstrate how to make a scrumptious and nutrient-packed pumpkin-powered breakfast bowl. May God keep you and your family safe at all times.
For free international vegan recipes and for language availability, please visit suprememastertv.com/VEG and suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Pour des recettes véganes internationales gratuites et voir les langues disponibles, veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/VEG et suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Para recetas veganas internacionales gratuitas y para disponibilidad de idiomas, visiten suprememastertv.com/VEG y suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Per ricette vegane internazionali gratuite e per la disponibilità delle lingue, visitate suprememastertv.com/VEG e suprememastertv.com/schedule.